UFC 297 is this weekend, folks. We have Dricus Du Plessis versus Sean Strickland in the main event, and we're here to talk about that fight today. We're going to break it down. It's fight week, it's Monday. It's snowing outside right here in Scotland, and we've got a new little setup here for you guys now. Obviously, every week I'm trying to improve the content, trying to improve the setups, but that's not what we're here to talk about today. You can completely ignore me. Today we are here to talk about Sean Strickland and Dricus Du Plessis, and what I want to say, first of all, guys, this is a great fight on paper, first of all. This fight is absolutely incredible on paper, 100% one of the best main events of the year it could be, potentially. Not necessarily with star power or over-excitement for the fight, just in terms of two guys, their styles are absolutely perfect. It's a phenomenal fight. I genuinely think this is one of the best fights on paper we're going to see this year. You know, obviously you've got Izzy always against a stocky little kickboxer like Jared Cannonier or someone like that, but this time it's like a powerhouse in Dricus and a very crafty, tough Philly shell stance boxer, very similar size, 200-pound man in Sean Strickland. You know what? I want to talk a bit about this, guys, right? We've all seen Dricus Du Plessis, the tear he's been on. We've seen Strickland, obviously, his last fight was against Izzy. I think that was in September when he won the belt on short notice. Look, let's first of all talk about that performance. Now, obviously, I've spoken about it before. It's absolutely incredible how Sean Strickland went out there, dealt with Izzy's star power in a sense. I mean, I don't actually think Izzy's as big of a star as people make him out to be. I actually just feel like Sean Strickland went out there and he shot the world, obviously. However, I'm gonna get hate for this, so save your comments. I know I'm gonna get a bit of hate for this. Sean Strickland's title fight win over Israel Adesanya was not as impressive as people think. And now, hear me out on this. Obviously, it's absolutely incredible how his pressure, his pace, everything, overwhelming Izzy, checking all of Izzy's kicks, absolutely phenomenal. But when I'm fighting someone who's walking at me like that, and I can't find a groove, and I can't find that shot, that is just all due to their pressure and how they're moving and how they're defending. And that was what Sean Strickland did to Izzy. Didn't allow Izzy to get anything off. However, that will not work if someone walks back at Strickland, right? Now, Izzy has never been the type of fighter to jab, jab, cross, walk someone down, leg kick, low kick. Obviously, all he does is leg kick. All he does is jab. He has that inside check hook, then he'll throw a right hand after it when he feels like he's a bit more in the clear, when he feels like it can connect hard. He's a phenomenal striker, obviously, but I feel like he was exposed a wee bit in the boxing department, and obviously defensively, Sean Strickland was just absolutely incredible when it came to handling Izzy and what Izzy brings to the table. He shut all of it down, and Izzy literally had nothing for him that whole fight. Round 2 was close, but every other round, I had it 4-1 Sean Strickland, and you can give him round 2. And obviously a nice clean bat 1-2 in the first. Obviously Izzy couldn't get anything off, and he kind of knew the fight was getting away from him, and he just couldn't capitalise because of what Sean Strickland brought to the table. However, I'm going to say this. Dricus Du Plessis is going to walk Sean Strickland down. That is the thing here. Dricus is going to walk Sean down. Dricus is going to get in his face, but can Dricus keep up that pace is the main question. Yes, he had his nose rebuilt. Yes, he's had the surgery on his nose. We've heard it all. But, folks, this is what I'm here to tell you. Against Whittaker, he looked awkward. He looked good. He won the first round against Whittaker. He implemented some grappling. Now, Sean Strickland did not have to worry about a takedown against Izzy. So he was comfortable just putting on that pressure. But if Dricus throws in a few takedowns early in the fight, Strickland might be more tentative. Okay, I'm not going to apply the pressure as much. Then obviously Dricus has that sloppy style where he overextends punches. He comes at you. He ends up over the top of you sometimes and he can sprawl. I think Dricus Du Plessis is going to get it done. That hurts me to say because I really wish Sean Strickland had a bit more of a title reign, and I think if he gets through Dricus, we could see a good few fun fights now. But I also really like Dricus Du Plessis. I just hope he doesn't gas out. And you can say all you want about his new nose, and he trains at elevation and stuff. His style is sloppy. He's a big man with big muscles in front of a crowd, overextending on punches, lunging in. It could be a very, very tough night for Dricus if he starts getting tired. Because Sean is a snowball. He will keep walking forward and he will gain momentum. The same sort of way you see people like Nathaniel Wood do, Max Holloway. You see these types of guys. Once they get in a bit of momentum, a bit of a groove, it's very hard to slow them down. You have to crack them hard. We've seen Strickland be knocked out before, but that was with a perfect Alex Pereira hook. We know he's tough. We know Dricus is tough. But one thing I want to say is if it's a slow first round I think the fight is a lot more in Dricus' favour, because if it's a slow first round, then Dricus starts picking it up, and Sean does not get his timing off, and he starts finding the jab. The jab of Sean Strickland is going to be a pain for Dricus. I think Dricus will need to implement some grappling. I think a lot of this fight will take place up against the cage, and I think it'll be a very close, I'm going to say split decision for Dricus Du Plessis, based on just a bit of cage control time, a bit of holding him against the cage, a few extra knees, a few uppercuts in the clinch, because I feel like I don't think Sean will play guard. I think he'll try to get to his feet, and I think he'll have his stance, but I just think he'll put his elbow up to defend a few shots, and a few will get through, and he'll give a few back. Then Dricus will duck under and grab him. I think it could be a split decision for either guy, which is just a crazy prediction. But I can just foresee this fight being so close, but also not as crazy as people think. I think it'll be a really good, solid performance, a good martial arts bout, and I'm really excited for it. As I said, guys, I think I'm gonna go Dricus by split decision. But if Sean gets it done, I will be very happy with that. And I love Dricus Du Plessis, and when he got in the cage against Izzy and he said, "I may be African, but I ain't no brother of yours, son," I was in love with him forever. I thought he was incredible. What a phenomenal man. What a legend. You guys know this channel literally blew up of me insulting Izzy Adesanya and standing up for for Dricus Du Plessis. And yeah, will Sean Strickland be emotional in there? That's another question a few of the fans have been having. I mean, the guy is mental. The guy has some serious trauma, but I don't think he'll let that get in the way of him winning. I don't think he's gonna give up in there, and I don't think he's gonna take in any animosity that would be negative for him in the fight. I think it will all be positive, good energy, and you never know. One thing I kind of wanted Sean Strickland to do more of in the Izzy fight was be a bit more active, right to the body, something like just like a few more punches every round, just to really secure the round. Because there was no toss-up rounds. He 50-45 them clear, 49-46 them clear, but a few more punches around would have been absolutely what the doctor ordered, and I think that little bit more spite against Dricus, right? Oh, this round could be close. I'm gonna fucking kill this guy a bit more. Do you know what I mean? Just put it on him a little bit, and I think Sean Strickland is gonna lose this one. I think Dricus is gonna get it done by split decision or something. But I think this could be a really good fight, and regardless of who wins, we'll be live streaming it. Okay, folks, we'll be live on Saturday night for it, or Sunday morning if you're in the UK like me. And I'm very, very excited for it. I hope you guys are excited for it too. There's a lot of big things coming this year for the channel. I hope you guys will tune in and watch that. I've got Dricus Du Plessis winning by decision or split decision against Sean Strickland. I do not think he's going to finish him. I think it's actually going to be a slower first 2 rounds, because Dricus knows, okay, I've got 5 rounds here against a man who's a snowball. And regardless of wanting to go out there and be emphatic, if I see a finish, I actually would be kind of surprised. I think it's going to be a decision. Or a submission for Dricus Du Plessis. I'm going to throw that in there. Obviously on the ground, Sean Strickland's very good, but the manpower and the strength of Du Plessis is very, very good, but also that is what could get him in trouble in terms of being tired and in terms of, well, you guys know yourselves. Anyway, thank you very much for watching, folks. I will love you and I will leave you. I will say thank you again, and I am going to get this edited and uploaded. There's a few videos coming out this week. If you guys want to hit the subscribe button, please go down there and do that. As I said, we're building a community over here, and I hope you guys are excited for UFC 297. Got really big fight cards coming up. I'm really excited for the next few main events. And yeah,